Episode 1: The Balfour Declaration, a promise that changed the Middle East. In 1917, during the chaos of World War I, a single letter was written. It was only 67 words long, but it would shape the future of the Middle East for generations. The letter came from Britain's Foreign Secretary, Arthur Balfour. It promised support for the creation of a national home for the Jewish people in Palestine. At the time, Palestine was not an independent country. It was part of the collapsing Ottoman Empire, and its population was already overwhelmingly Arab. Here is where the complexity begins. Britain was making multiple promises at the same time. To Arab leaders, it had suggested support for independence if they revolted against the Ottomans. To European allies, it had its own strategic plans for the region. And now, with the Balfour Declaration, it was promising a homeland for the Jewish people in the same land. After the war, Britain took control of Palestine under a League of Nations mandate. Jewish immigration increased, especially as persecution in Europe intensified. At the same time, Arab communities in Palestine began to resist what they saw as a growing threat to their land and political future. Tensions rose.
Protests turned into clashes.
Clashes turned into cycles of violence. The Balfour Declaration did not create the conflict by itself, but it introduced a fundamental problem. Two national movements, both with deep historical claims and aspirations, tied to the same land, under a colonial power trying to manage both. Over time, that unresolved tension would grow into one of the most enduring and complex conflicts in modern history. Sometimes history does not begin with war. Sometimes it begins with a promise.